What up, what up? It's your boy Rashad McCants. You already know me. Gilbert Arenas. You know what we do. Come see us live, YouTube, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We here. Shout out to Underdog. This is where we at.
I'm down 162 pounds in 6 months, and it feels great. Looking at myself in the mirror is a trip. I marvel at myself now because I'm like, man, I've done this in 6 months. 6 months is not that long ago.
I started this program back on July 1st at 288.5 pounds. Today I weighed in at 184. When I first got here, I was sad and depressed and stressed out. Over time, I regained my self-esteem, my willpower, my determination, and those things have helped me to grow and become happier with myself and in life.
Use code TFU10 for a discount on the full body cleanse.
Welcome into another episode of TFU Podcast.
Let's go.
On today's episode, we got a very special guest.
Talk about it.
Former NBA player,
Yep.
Tar Heel legend, top sports analyst in the game right now, and soundbite king.
You know what? You forgot something.
What?
You know what you forgot? This motherfucker's an author.
Ooh.
He is an author. And you forgot that. You got to give this man his credit. Well, how many books you done wrote?
Six of them.
No, that's nice.
Author Rashad McCants in the house.
There you go.
Appreciate
There you
it.
go.
Appreciate
Man,
it.
when I seen author, I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And then especially when we were going over some of your school history in the beginning and I found out that you were student of the year twice.
Yes, sir.
And also athlete of the year twice.
Yes, sir.
That just goes to show you kick butt in all areas.
1120 on the SAT, man. Could have went to
love
any
it.
college I wanted to.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, but shoot, let's start from the beginning. So you're from North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir. Asheville.
How was it growing up? I never even heard of Asheville.
Yeah.
I
Biltmore House, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Morehouse. Okay.
Biltmore House. The Biltmore House.
Okay.
The legendary historical Biltmore House is where they shot Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
So a lot of movies are shot in Asheville, but that's probably one of the bigger ones. Smoky Mountain, Brad Doherty, Appalachian Mountains, all that kind of stuff. Asheville's like a hippie town, but it's kind of grew out of
What's
it
the
now.
population?
Probably 1 million or so. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, that ain't bad though. That's
it's
not too
not
small.
It's not too small, but we
When
solid.
I heard it, I was like, is that 30, 50,000?
Nah. We solid. We ain't too down in the dumps, but put us on the map a little bit.
Now, I heard you were initially thinking about playing football.
Yeah.
So you was a quarterback.
I was a quarterback, running back, receiver, kicker,
Okay.
punter, linebacker, defensive end. I played everything.
Okay, so kind of like LeBron was too.
Yeah, a little bit.
All athletes.
6'3" though. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Different.
Yeah. It is different. But shoot, so now you played in high, but then you went to a prep school?
Yes, sir. Boarding school.
You left at 15? Most
15.
people leave after their senior year,
Yeah.
then they go do a year,
Yeah.
and then they go. You went early.
Yeah, I did.
Why?
I got introduced to the boarding school from a teammate of mine. I was playing at AAU. His name was Wes Miller, and he ended up coming to Carolina with me. That's another story, but he introduced me to the boarding school in New Hampshire.
Okay.
It's called New Hampton School. And it's where fifth-year seniors go to,
Right,
like you said,
right, yeah. That's how you
get
go.
another chance to go to a university. So he introduced it to me, and his selling point was, he was going to like Greensboro Day in North Carolina, and he said my GPA was like 1.7, and then I went up here and it turned to 3.2, 3.3. And I'm like, man, I need that. Right, because at the time I had just got an offer from Clemson. It was my first offer, and it was like scholarship. Dad is like, "Yo, we got Clemson, and I'm like, yo, let's do it. He's like, no. He's like, no. We're gonna have way more offers than this. And so my grades was not where they needed to be. You know, I was one of those athletes that slept in class. The teachers just passed us along because I was really good. I was player of the year my freshman year.
That's crazy.
Sophomore year, almost took us to states. So going in 15 years old, going into my third year of trying to figure out what AAU team I was going to play for and what was my next step going to be. So Wes and his dad, who had a lot of money at the time, took us in a private jet, flew us up to New Hampshire, got to see the campus, got to meet the coach, see all of the people. It was a melting pot, different cultures, different people from different countries go to these schools. And I was in New Hampshire where there was like Exeter, Andover, Winchendon, Worcester Academy. This is where the president's kids and all the big time motherfuckers go. So at this point, I'm just like in awe. But I got the scholarship, was able to go and transfer my grades and become student of the year twice in a row, and really focus on ball. And that was the most important thing, was focusing on basketball and making sure that my priorities to make it to the NBA can be met.
Right. So how did your father feel about you leaving at 15 because of the fact that he walked you into, probably raised you, taught you how to play basketball? I'm sure he seemed like he was your coach.
Well, Pops was more of like how Gladiator panned out. You watch Gladiator?
Yeah.
Or no, let's say 300.
Okay.
The movie 300.
Okay.
When you throw your son out there and you tell him, hey, you better come back with the wolf's head. That type. Like, I'm going to teach you the essentials.
Right.
You got my blood, so I'm expecting you to come back like this. So he gave me some of the best advice, or more so like an ultimatum. All right, son, listen, you can be out here on this corner with these guys you see, 25, 24-year-olds selling dope, going to the gym, playing with you. I was 12 at the time. He said, you can be like them. I know you don't want to be like them. Or you could be like that guy you watching on TV. That guy was Michael Jordan at the time. It's like, you got a choice. You can't be bringing in C's and D's and hanging with these guys is who you're going to be. I need A's and B's. And so you can be like this. So I had to make a decision because I felt like he was putting me in this lane.
Right.
And I didn't like that. It felt like it was a challenge. So immediately I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you. And so when I had the opportunity to go there, he didn't really sign off on it right away. He didn't like it. He was just like, nah, you're 15. You ain't going up there all the way up there. But then when we went up there, we flew up there, he's seen it all. He was like, oh, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. This is different. And
that's dope.
Being on my own at 15, dorms, got to do your own laundry, like study halls, all that kind of stuff was new. And not having your parents is something that I needed to be able to become a man and fall into my own. So I appreciate him trusting that it was going to pan out.
How did your mom feel about it?
Mom was with it.
She was with it?
She was 100% with it. She didn't understand why he wasn't with it.
Oh, your mom a gangster.
Yeah, she was with it. But mom was an entrepreneur. She's older than him, so she was always about like taking chances.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you realize I have the talent to make it to the next level?
When I started to compete against all the better players, and I started to see where I placed against the top talent in the country. So that same year I went to that boarding school, I was able to go to Nike camp, USA, USA trials in Colorado, Peach Jam in August, in Augusta, Georgia. Just going to all of these national tournaments in AAU, playing against the best players in the country. That was the one thing I was like, okay, he's ranked number 10. He's not better than me. He's ranked top 5. He's not better than me. And then now I started to showcase my talent, not only being up in New Hampshire, being able to like have a court and a gym to myself whenever I wanted to, and have coaches and specialized trainers that could help me get my body right. So I was like this in high school. I was a physical specimen, could jump, could shoot, could do everything. And so now I started seeing the competition. It was like, nah, I can do this. You know, it was never the goal to do it, but once you start seeing competition, because in a farm system, you never know where you're going.
Right.
You're just going along. And me and my sister always talk about it because we both came up in the same thing, that when you're in the farm system, you never choose to be a basketball player or an NBA player. You just go along with the system. And once you get to the high school level in your junior, senior year, and you got to choose a university, that's when you kind of know, like, okay, after the university, you have to be planning on going to the NBA because there's no other route within this industry. So it's like, all right, am I going to keep playing? I'm going to go to the NBA, and this is what it's going to take. So it was always easy to formulate that.
Nah, that's nice. And then you became a McDonald's All-American.
Yes, sir.
Now that's big time.
Top notch.
Yeah, that's huge. You had Carmelo Anthony, J.J. Redick, Chris Bosh, Stoudemire, Raymond Felton. All that, everybody on there played and played well in the NBA. So that's amazing within itself. How was it competing in that event?
It was the best. It was the best. I was the best. I felt like I was the best player in the country. Amari Stoudemire was number one. Carmelo was number two. I was a top shooting guard in my class. So when it came to positional, Melo was the number one small forward. I was the number one shooting guard. Raymond was the number one point guard. Amari was the number one center. When we all met up at McDonald's, we were all on the same team.
That's dope.
Which is crazy. So the practice had to be like, the dick swinging contest. Who's the fucking guy, right? And it wasn't for me about talent. It was about leadership. I came into it as a leader.
Right.
And I had already won a championship in high school. I already won a championship in nationals for 16 and under where we beat out Amari's team. And me being 6'4", on my team, I was like, I could play 3, 4, or 5.
Right.
So I had to guard Amari. I had to guard Kendrick Perkins.
That's crazy.
I had to do a lot of things. But I was like the man child. I was the strong guy who can guard him, but I'm fast enough to guard the guards. None of them can guard me.
Right.
So it set me apart. So when we got to the McDonald's All-American game, I focused on leadership because I was really keen to Shane Battier and how he played at Duke and how he took his team to the championship and he was the leader. And I kind of followed his formula. And when I got there, it was just like, yo, we're going to dominate this team from start to finish. It's going to be total domination. And they adapted it. And then, to this day, when I remember it, I know they all remember, Shy was that guy when it came down to leadership, passion, I want to tear your heart out. We're going to kill them. We beat them by 50 points.
Wow.
Did they rob you of the MVP?
Yes, they did.
I think, what you had, 23, 21?
23. JJ's high school coach was the coach of our team in the McDonald's All-American. So he kept JJ in the last 4 minutes of the game so he can score the most points. And they gave it to him. I'm not bitter, though. I'm not bitter. It would have changed a lot of shit, though. MVP of the McDonald's All-American game.
That's big time.
Big time.
And so now you're at the point where you got to pick a school to go to. And what was your selection of schools that you were thinking about picking from?
No, I had already picked Carolina.
Oh, you had already picked North Carolina.
Off gate. And the crazy thing about it, North Carolina wasn't recruiting me. So out of all the schools in the country I could have picked anybody, and everybody wanted me. There was the only team that didn't want me, and they was the worst team in the ACC. They was 8-20.
Why'd you want to go there?
Michael Jordan.
I heard that.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was the best player in the world, and I remember making a vow to myself that I wanted the same admiration that Michael got when it came down to want to be like Mike, Wheaties commercials and having kids look at you like, I want to be like that. And I think I was about 13 when I felt that. And so to be able to have the option to go to Carolina was one thing, because one of my friends was like, he was a big Carolina fan. And I wasn't a fan of anybody at this point because basketball wasn't like the end-all, be-all. We played everything in the hood. So I was just good at everything, but he loved watching the Tar Heels. So this is around the time Ed Cota, Vince Carter, Antoine Jameson and them was playing. And I started to adapt to it. And then I started to follow the Michael Jordan story because I was a big Bulls fan.
Right.
So I started to go back to the 82, how he made it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, Michael Jordan went here. This is where I got to go if I want to be like Mike. I got to go to Carolina. I got to break all his records. I got to win a championship. So when they wasn't recruiting me, I kind of felt offended. So I went out and won a couple AAU tournament championships and MVPs. They started recruiting me. And the moment they offered, everybody had offered me scholarships, but the moment they offered me, I took it immediately. And I didn't visit no other college, didn't commit to anybody. It was immediate.
Who was coaching at the time?
Matt Doherty.
Matt Doherty. Okay.
Did Roy Williams come in your freshman year or sophomore year?
Sophomore year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man,
he actually recruited me at Kansas, and I turned it down. And then he's from Asheville too.
Oh, okay.
Ironically.
And then he come to your school?
Then he came to my school. So can you picture that?
Yeah.
Can you feel the energy from that? Like, hey, Rashad, listen, we're going to move this guy over. And look, we want you to come here. We got a spot for you. And I'm over here like, yeah, Kansas, but look, I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to go to Carolina. Thanks though, coach, man. I appreciate it, but I'm not going. Like, my coach was looking at me like, you just turned out Roy Williams. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go there. I want to go here.
Right.
They're gonna pick me. I want to make them pick me. And so Matt Doherty ended up getting fired after freshman year, and look who walks in.
Right. And you balled your freshman year.
100%.
You balled your freshman year. The one story I heard you tell, which I thought was so crazy, is that I guess it was after a game, Matt Doherty called you to the side, and you had just won the game on their behalf, and he said, I guess he didn't like your personality. That's so odd for the best player on the team, for you not to get into him and start.
Not odd at all, bro. You got to understand the dynamics of coaching. It's just like buck breaking. And if you don't know anything about buck breaking, it's just a chain of command, right? Your best players are always the ones that can command the attention of the others. So everyone's looking up at the best player, like, we're going to follow him. But if the coach can have him do things, that means we have to do things. So I was the kid that you could never break. They could not break me. And it wasn't that I was trying not to be broken. It was just that's how I'm built. I'm unbreakable. So his attempts in trying to break me in front of the team, he tried to send me to a psychologist, try to figure out why I wasn't, heeding to his authority. And I was very coachable. It was just the approach of how to coach me and talking to me like you were my dad. My dad don't talk to me like that.
Right.
Right. And it was a clash. And it wasn't a clash of disrespect. It was just that he was trying to get through to me in ways that just didn't work. And as I see now, he was a good coach. It's just that his method with me just didn't work because he didn't want to get to know me.
Right.
And I think that some coaches need to look at that. Like, every kid is not the same. You can't approach them all the same because they come from different backgrounds. So me and Matt just, that first year was tough. But he definitely, after a game, we won. I thought he was going to give me kudos and you did great, all this kind of stuff. But we ended up having a long conversation about how he didn't like Michael Jordan. He played with Michael Jordan in the championship game, or the championship team. And everybody didn't like Mike because he was arrogant. He used to come in and act like he was the shit. He's like, I know you do the same thing. And, this is my team. This is my team.
It's funny you say that. It's a new day. It's a new day. The NIL deal, the fact that people can go to and transfer and play immediately.
Yeah, different.
They have taken the power away from the coaches. Now the coaches have to succumb to the players to a certain degree, where they got to have real conversations and they can't be the dickheads that they used to be. It don't work no more. Man. The Bobby Knight system would not work in today's era because people can get up and just leave.
Quick.
Yeah, it's over with.
It's over.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not starting today? Oh, okay, I'm out.
What I do?
Yeah, especially when you didn't really fuck up or do anything, and he's playing some mind games and trying to get that shit over you. You like, nah, I'm out.
And
it's over with.
And that was one of the things I had to deal with. I remember one day in practice, we were running a bunch of sprints. We ran like 300-something sprints that day.
That's a lot.
Like, no, I ain't. Let me scale back. Like 180-something sprints.
That's a lot.
I remember putting it on my We had AOL, America Online. And I remember putting it on my little thing, and we ran all them sprints because we were running a drill where I felt like he was doing it purposely to make us lose. And every time we would lose, we had to run a sprint in the drill. And I was missing the line on purpose because I was pissed. I'm like, damn, man, like we had a walk on Garden Raymond.
Okay.
And every bucket was like 5 sprints. But you had to if he passed the ball, nobody could dribble.
Got it.
So if he didn't pass the ball, he could dribble all he wanted to and score the ball, but we all denying, right? So it's like wide open lane. So Raymond would just shake the motherfucker and go lay that bitch up. And I'm like, all right, let me guard him. He's like, nope, everybody stay on their man. So Raymond had like 20 straight points. And we're like, yo, this is crazy, coach. This is crazy. This is not even like he ain't even passing the ball. We're not getting nothing out of this drill.
Right.
So we had to run. And I remember walking to the tunnel, and I looked up, and I was about to walk out and transfer. I was like, because he was doing this, he was doing it purposely for me.
Right.
Because I was a kid he couldn't get through to, so he would be trying to do things and say things to me like you didn't fall on a loose ball, you didn't take a charge, all this kind of stuff, trying to challenge me to get me to do certain things. And I would just be looking up at this, looking, yes, sir, doing little non-confrontational things. And then he kept doing this, and I just went to the tunnel and looked up at the rafters, and something telling me like, yo, you walk out, ain't no coming back. And then I looked up at Michael Jordan's jersey, and I said, well, you didn't come here for him. You came here for him. So don't let him beat you. And I turned around, and I went back, and I ran the sprints, got through it. And ever since then, it was just kind of like, I have a goal that's going to be bigger than any coach that's ever going to come through here.
Right. And then at some point, since you did, I think you led the team in scoring that year, right?
Every year.
Every year. So you led the team in scoring. At some point, during that freshman year, did he was like, did he just give you the reins?
No.
No?
No. The main thing for him was Michael Jordan didn't average over 20 points while he played with Dean Smith, which he did. I think his senior year he did. Or his junior year, I think he did. But it was essential for him to keep me under a certain amount of points because our traditional motto was team. Team bigger than talent. Nobody's bigger than the team. And we were a big man school, so all the big men usually get all the buckets and shit. So I was averaging 21 points a game, I believe, at one point, and I was a freshman. So it was Diaper Dandy City, me, Carmelo, and Matt Walsh at the time. And Dick Vitale is saying, these guys are coming out early. They're going to go straight to the league, all this stuff. And so that same year, I won preseason MVP for the NIT. We beat Kansas, and Stanford to win the whole thing. And I was killing. And to see that he didn't really want me to do that, the only thing that he could do was bench me. So I'm averaging 21, and he found a way to tell the media that I wasn't playing defense and it wasn't good enough. So he ended up benching me for 3 games. And when
crazy.
I say benching me, that means throw me in for 3 minutes.
Okay.
To affect my scoring average.
Yeah, because when you say benching you, I was like, that don't go against you if you did not play.
Right.
But so he would let you play a few.
He didn't start me. I'm out of the starting lineup.
He had to look crazy as a coach.
Because we lost all 3 of those games.
He had to look crazy as a coach.
It was insane because we had a chance to make it to the tournament. And we lost those 3 games. So when it came time for tournament selection time, we didn't make the tournament. We ended up going to the NIT, but he was doing some other shit. He had a whole another motive trying to prove something to me that he was in charge. So we make it to the NIT, and then he puts me back in the starting lineup. So we won I think we won 3 games, and I was averaging 22 at that point. But my average had went from 21 to 17. So me averaging 20 plus points a game in the ACC as a freshman, I would have won.
Yeah.
I would have won ACC Player of the Year. Josh Howard won it that year. He was averaging 20. It was always me and him throughout the whole season.
Right.
And then come to that point, I get benched. It's like, oh shit, I'm at 17, and it's like, oh, you got to come back next year because it ain't what it looked like on paper.
Right. Yeah, you got it.
And he got his ass fired for that.
He did. He did. But it wasn't because of me. It wasn't he got fired because of me. The real thing that happened there was the chancellor came in and asked all of us if we would stay if he stayed. Because everybody had a problem with him, but they thought it was me because it was public with me.
Right.
So when I found out the chancellor had this whole conversation with everybody, and the coach had ended up calling me over to his house for dinner and trying to butter me up because we didn't win the NIT. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And then I had a meeting with the chancellor. He's like, yeah, would you still be here if we brought Matt back next year? I said, yeah, I didn't come here for him. Of course I'd be here. I don't have a problem with him.
Right.
He got the problem with me. So then he tells me, like, well, everybody else seems to think otherwise. They're all talking about transferring if he doesn't get fired. So I leave the meeting, go in the locker room. I'm looking around. I'm like, so everybody feel like y'all don't want him here? But I ended up getting the blame for it.
Nah, that's crazy. So now you got Roy Williams stepping into his place, the coach that couldn't recruit you from Kansas.
Yeah.
And how was that relationship?
Well, the moment he got there, the press conference, I remember like it's yesterday. Press conference was everybody's got a fresh start. You know, everything that's happened is behind us. Everybody was smiling. We was all happy. We were like, bro, we got Roy Williams coming in here. And we just whooped their ass. I know he's rejuvenated. He's like, he know what kind of talent he got. And so that felt good. But that wasn't like we had any meeting or face-to-face or any of that. So the first practice that we had was live on ESPNU. First practice. This is the first time ESPNU did this. So cameras are on us. We're doing drills. One of the walk-ons is like being too much, doing too much, tripping me up and all kind of shit. I'm looking at him like, bro, are you good? Is it because we on TV? So coach blows the whistle. Rashad, we're not going to do this. This is not your team. This is my team. You're not going to do what you did to him. He blasted me. I was sitting there like, yo. So that's when I knew immediately that Coach Doherty said something to Coach Williams to make sure that he's the guy you need to get under control. And Coach Doherty worked under Matt in Kansas, too.
You didn't have a chance.
I had a chance, but, you know.
Not a fair one.
They tried, you know. I've been fighting battles all my life, so it was just another battle for me. And you can shoot me, but you can't kill me.
You did average 20 that your sophomore year.
Sophomore year. And it took a lot to get there. Like, it took me having a meeting with him of trust. Like, I had to go to him. Like, we played Kentucky at Kentucky, I had 4 points. He kept pulling me in and out of the game for making mistakes, and it was it was so trash. Like, we lost by 20, I believe. It was disappointing. And I the next day I went into his office. I was like, we have to talk, Coach. I need your support. I need your trust. I need your belief that I can do it. Yeah, for sure. And even to this day, I don't know what made me do that, but I just felt like I couldn't continue playing, looking over my shoulder for every mistake after doing what I did the year before. And so he was like, no, I need you to do these things. I need you to make sure you playing defense and diving on loose balls and taking charges and all that. And I'm like, I'll do whatever it needs to do to win. I just need you to believe in me. And so we left that meeting with an agreement of saying that he told me that he would be in the green room with me if I stayed 4 years. And that's the first time he ever was in the green room with any of his players. He had never went to the green room with any of his players. He's like, I'll go to the green room with you. You stay with me 4 years. We'll take over. We're going to win some championships, all this. And I was like, I'm with it. Made an agreement. So after that meeting, I left. I was averaging like 23.
So, okay, so now you averaging 23 in the ACC, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you leave that year?
I ended up meeting someone that summer. His name is William Wesley.
Yeah.
Worldwide Wes.
Okay.
Yeah. I met him at Nike camp.
I know he's a Nike guy.
Yeah.
He's a Nike guy. What, because when you look up Worldwide Wes, you can't really find nothing.
Nah.
You can't even find his Instagram. Like, I found some Instagrams, but I don't know if it's him. I have zero clue.
Wes is an anomaly.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
He's a glitch in the matrix.
He's a ghost.
And that's what was told to me when I met him.
No, for sure.
You don't even know who you're talking. You don't even know who you just played one-on-one with.
You hear him in Jay-Z songs.
100%.
Jay-Z, yeah, you hear them speak about him. Like, you'll be like, oh, you'll catch it in a rap song, in a conversation.
Listen, man, I will give you some insight, man. Wes had Jay-Z and Michael Jordan calling my phone while I was in college.
That's crazy.
I was in the 40-40 while I was in college on the regular.
That's
on the regular. That was my advantage, and that's why it was like everybody was looking at me like I was a prima donna and I was doing too much. But Wes had me as a professional in college. He taught me the game. He's one of the greatest mentors you could ever imagine.
Now, I know you probably don't know this, but I have to ask. Does he work for Nike?
No. He's like a consultant.
He's a consultant.
Yeah. He identifies the talent.
So if he finds a player and points at that player, they the guy.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
And he pointed at you.
He definitely pointed at me. Me, Chris Paul, LeBron, Melo. Like, a lot of us was all around in the same circles. Like, I met Bron at 2004, the same year Rich Paul met Bron. We was all at the same table in Detroit.
That's crazy.
100%. It's a lot of shit people don't know about this shit. It's just deep.
Yeah. And he's still around.
Yeah.
Is he still picking players?
He works for the New York Knicks. They just won a championship.
Yeah,
he's front office.
But I don't know if you think that's his. Well, listen, I don't know. He a ghost.
He's a VP of the New York Knicks.
No, I get that, but I guarantee you, people owed him favors.
He's like, man. Listen, Wes is something you could never. I've seen things that you'd be like, this is how I want to live when I get older. I don't have to spend a dime.
Right.
You don't have to spend it. You owe me. I move on favors.
No, all day. He moves in favors.
Bro, I'm in the front row. How? I ain't paid for nothing. I don't pay for nothing. I was chauffeuring him around in Detroit in college, driving Benz, Westminster.
Okay. Yeah, because we look for people to interview. And I've been trying to find it. I can't.
It's going to be tough, man, because he's a...
Do you still talk to him?
Yeah. I just talked to him before they won the championship. He's trying to remind me to keep talking about the Knicks. Like, hey, don't you forget. Don't you forget. Where you come from, forget. Because I got La Familia on my neck, and it's La Familia. That's our thing. And so he vouched for me. He put me under his wing. Him and Richard Hamilton, Leon Rose. These are guys that believed in me. And I was young. I was stubborn. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I wanted to do things my way sometimes. Mm-hmm. But Wes was one of the guys that had a plan, but he didn't tell me the plan. He wants you to just trust me. Right. And so he was one of the guys that truly believed in me. Like, when Roy was putting me through some shit, he cried to me on the phone. Like, I can't believe he's doing this shit to you, type shit. Like, there's a lot of shit went down. And I was with his family, his kids, babysitting, and it's a lot of deep history. So Wes is always going to be one of the guys I can never say anything bad about.
Why did he tell you to stay another year?
So I told him, I asked him where I would go if I did come out. He said, you'd be top 15. Okay. Sophomore year, averaging 20. And I was like, that's not good enough. I don't want to be no just regular guy coming into the league. I want to be top 3. I want to be 1, 2, or 3. He's like, well, you want that, you got to win a championship. I said, okay. He's like, that means you got to stay another year. I said, fuck. All right, that's what we're going to do, because I'm not no top 15. I'm a top 3 guy. Mm-hmm. So next year, that's how we prepped. And so I got Sports Illustrated cover.
Right.
That was like Rashad McCants is the best player in the country.
Only sophomore ever?
Ever. And that shook me to my core because I didn't expect it. Mm-hmm. And I knew it would put me on. I knew that all the stuff that led up to that was for a reason. Jay-Z calling, Mike calling, like I was chosen at that point. So I needed to prove it, right? I needed to prove that. So that felt good. It was validation. But I ended up going top 15 anyway. So it was like, damn, man, you could have went out a year earlier. You ended up winning a championship and still being 14.
Were you supposed to stay all 4 years or just win the championship?
Just win the championship.
Another thing that I found disheartening with Roy Williams is that you had mentioned that at the draft, I guess 4 of you guys were getting drafted that year from your team.
Yep.
And he visited 3 of the tables and decided not to visit your table.
Yeah.
Now, that's crazy for someone who led them in scoring and brought them a championship. To do that is crazy to me.
I mean, it is what it is. I never asked why. I think from that moment forward, we had a disjointed relationship. It was always kind of rocky because I'm always been a coach's player. So I always want to do what the coach wants me to do. And I wanted to be the voice for the coach as the extension where he can come to me and I can go to the players.
Right.
Because a lot of times it's hard for the coach to go directly to the players because they don't know how to talk to the players.
Right.
I feel like you can talk to us all the same. And I knew some things that he would say to some guys would break them. So I would stand in front of that whip. You know, if we getting whipped, it's like, nah, let me do it. It's my fault. I did it. I broke the eggs. You get me. Because I know I can handle it. He gonna break, but we need him.
Right.
We need him. He not gonna handle it the same way I'm gonna handle it because I know why you're doing it. Mm-hmm. So that didn't truly hurt as bad as knowing that I didn't get real credit for like forging the energy around the team and keeping us all kind of like thinking about the goal. And that was, listen, man, it ain't about him. It's about us because everybody felt their own little ways about how he did things. But to not sit at the table was just going against what he told me in the meeting. Like, you know, I'm going to be in the green room with you. You're going to be one of the first guys up. And then to be in the green room with all 4 of us but not come to my table, not say nothing to my family, was crazy.
How was your relationship? How did it feel first winning the championship?
Oh, it was amazing. It wasn't like tears or anything crazy because it was the goal. Like when he sat down with me and we had that conversation and we were gonna win the championship, like we had already knew that the second year wasn't that year he came in wasn't gonna be the year.
Right.
But the next year after this, he was like, but the next year we're gonna win it all. So knowing that we were gonna win it, the energy we had coming into that year, my focus, Sean's focus, Raymond's focus, we were the 3 Musketeers. Nobody was really fucking with us. Mm-hmm. So we knew what we could do. We just needed to get the other guys in line and have them believe in themselves and have us trust them and them trust us. So it really had nothing to do with him because we already knew what he wanted from us.
Gotcha.
He wanted us to buy into the culture and all that. So winning the championship was just like another game. It was just it was easy. We all year long we dominated. And Illinois was never a problem because, like, D. Will and Luther Head and D. Brown, like D. Will and D. Brown hung out with us the summer prior. So we was at Nike camp, Jordan camp. We all like counselors, hanging out, chilling. We all good friends. So they knew how good they was, but they knew who we was. They knew who we were. We was them. We was them.
Now your sophomore year, if I am correct, Carmelo won that year, right?
Freshman year.
He won his freshman year.
Yeah.
I thought he was sophomore year. Okay. And then did you get a chance to, because you guys were friends and saw each other and talked on the phone, did you get a chance to communicate with him?
Nah, man. Melo was one of the guys that was hard to get to. I remember meeting Melo in AAU through Chris McCray and my good friend Justin Gray. And I was supposed to go to Oak Hill with him and Justin. And I ended up going to the school I went to, but it would have been crazy for me to be there with Melo and all that kind of stuff at Oak Hill. But when he went to Syracuse and then took off, it was just expected. You know, Melo was good. He was very, very good.
Right.
We didn't expect him to win the championship, though, right? And to beat the team we had beat earlier,
right,
which is Kansas in the preseason. We felt like Kansas is overrated. We can beat their ass. They can beat their ass. So seeing Melo take it home, 20-10, it was special because that's who I had been next to the whole year. It was like me, Melo, Matt Walsh. Was like, damn, Melo gonna take it all the way. He definitely going to the league. So to spend another 2 years there and see him thrive in the league, you know, it gave me good optimism. It was like, I feel good about this.
And did you ever get a chance to talk to Roy Williams after all of this, or Matt Doherty after that you played for them? Did you ever have a conversation with them afterwards?
Not about anything substantial. There's a lot of information that I ended up collecting after the fact, especially after I got drafted.
Okay.
That was damaging to me. That was
anything you could share? That you want to share?
Let's say, okay, I got drafted by the Timberwolves 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked out for Portland. I can't remember what pick they had, maybe top 5. They drafted Martell Webster. I can't remember exactly what their pick was. But me, Nate Robinson, and Martell Webster worked out for Portland. They picked Martell because he was a Seattle guy. Toronto Raptors had the 7th pick. They picked Charlie. But they had a rift between Vince Carter, and Vince was my friend at the time, one of my mentors. So they didn't like that me and Vince had a relationship, and they was against that. So falling all the way to 14 kind of felt a way, but I ended up talking to Kevin McHale, Jim Stack, and Fred Hoiberg, who were all front office guys at the time, and they said that the Carolina guys, Roy, and whoever else was speaking, was calling them, telling them not to draft me at 14th, and I wasn't worth it. And they told me this to my face.
Damn.
It's like, we took a chance on you because guys was telling you, your own guys were telling us not to draft you. And we took a chance because you're the best available on the board. So I had failed to 14, and I remember Stephen A. Smith was even questioning it. It was his first time covering the draft. He's like, how the fuck is Rashad McCants and Sean May still on the board at 13 and 14, and they just won the championship? As good as they are, it's insane. So I finally got picked at the Timberwolves. It was just kind of like a breath of fresh air. I was like, damn, made it inside the lottery. I don't know how. I feel like I'm the best player in the draft.
Right.
Period.
Were you surprised that Marvin Williams was picked number 2?
Not really. Marvin was physical specimen. He was talented. He had a lot of potential, upside. He was raw. So it was one of those picks where you're looking for the future. He didn't even start on our team.
Yeah,
so,
that's why.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where we knew how good he was, but he didn't come to our school to play 4 years or 2 years or 3 years. He came for a one and done. That was his whole MO. So we knew to try to help him get to where he wanted to go, and he knew to let us do what we do. So when he went number 2, it was just more of Marvin's like that. I could see y'all wanting to invest in the future, take him there.
Yeah, he didn't start, though. That's crazy.
No, he didn't. He wasn't better than nobody on the team. Straight up. No, that's no knock. Like, Marvin was good, but he wasn't better. He was too young. He was young.
Right.
We had Jawad Williams used to bust his ass every day. Sean used to bust his ass every day. But he was one of those, I'll dunk on you. You would never know, dunk on you, and then we would just hang it up for the day. Like, yeah, he was physically, like, jump out the gym.
Right.
He just didn't know how to play the game yet. And so
Gotcha.
Him getting to the league and see how it panned out, he ended up having to take a role because he didn't know his star quality. He didn't know how good he was or how good he could be.
Do you think sometimes when you have a strong personality and some of these coaches can't break you, they kind of push you to the side because of the fact that you're not going to play ball?
Push you to the side, I think it's hard to say because they need you.
Right.
Still need you, right? And they still want to find a way to get through to you if they're a good coach. I've always said that it's hard to say a coach is good if he has a problem coaching a player he can't reach. Every good coach can reach his players. That's what makes you a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say a guy is uncoachable, that means that you're not a good coach, period. So you haven't taken the time to reach that guy, talk to him, find out what it is that's the disconnect and make it a connection. And I think that's the problem with coaching today, is that guys think it's just the easy road. You do what I say or I'm not going to play you.
Yeah.
And you would take the chance in losing to prove a point to that player. I don't have to fuck with you. This is my ship.
Right. Yeah, I think, like I said before, I think those days are gone now.
Yeah.
They're definitely gone. And I'm glad the players have a little bit more control now.
For sure.
And they don't have to sit out. You know, you don't have to sit
control
out.
their own. They control their own.
Yeah, and the fact that they actually get to make money now. Now, let's talk about your role in the NIL situation, because when I looked that up, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. And how did you even come about, first of all, having that notion in general, especially when it's been like this for years?
Yep.
To have that notion is crazy, but then also to reach out to Ed O'Bannon and attach yourself to his lawyers and to his situation, and then getting your sister involved. Maybe you could talk about some of that.
100%. It goes back to my book, Plantation Education. And before I wrote the book, I was in education reform, trying to figure out how to bridge that gap between proving to the NCAA, whose motto was free education, no compensation. Why do you have that motto? Because there is the TCU had an insurance policy. A player broke his neck, and he wanted to file a claim on getting some insurance from the injury. And the NCAA said that you're playing an extracurricular activity. You're here for school, not sports. So they denied his claim of insurance. And that became a thing of, it's an extracurricular activity that you're here playing, which is why we're not going to pay you. But we're going to take the benefits and proceeds from the things that you do on the court, the sponsorships, the advertisement. We pocket that, but we're not going to pay you. And we're going to put rules in place that forbids you from getting things on the outside that are strikes against your name. So I didn't like that energy when I found that out, right? So I started doing some research. I started finding out what the National Letter of Intent was. What is the National Letter of Intent? And it became clear to me it was a voluntary document or a voluntary agreement that was coincided with the clearinghouse. The clearinghouse was another NCAA agreement that you would participate in all the rules and regulations of what the NCAA has, but also you show up, you're agreeing to show up on campus your first year. And so when you show up your first year, it's not a 4-year contract that you're under. You're under a year-to-year contract that can be thrown out at any point.
People don't know that.
At all. I didn't know that. So doing the research, it was like, okay, what the fuck is this NIL? Okay, it's voluntary, so we don't have to sign the National Letter of Intent? So what happens if we don't? That means that you can't penalize me for taking money from a booster. Oh. You can't penalize me from leaving campus when I want. You can't penalize me for none of those things. We're voluntarily signing away our rights, our name, image, and likeness. So when I started putting 2 to 2 together, I was like, okay, we got to do something about this. I was trying to figure out, how can we prove this to be wrong? Free education, no compensation. How can I prove that we deserve compensation? We have to prove that the education is false, that you're not giving us a real education.
Now, you're not figuring all this out in college, are you?
This is after.
Okay.
This is after, for sure. It's like 2013, 14. And I'm doing the research. I'm trying to find out how to do this collectively. But what sparked it all was, it was a documentary. Well, what do you call it? Beyond the Lines.
Was it a 30
Behind
for 30?
the Lines. Behind the Lines. It wasn't a 30 for 30. It was a Behind the Lines, ESPN. Mary Williamson and Devontae Edwards, I think his name was. Can't remember exactly. They were getting interviewed for the football team. about how the paper classes and all that kind of stuff happen. And I'm watching it and I'm like, so the football team's getting penalized for the paper classes that we started? That's interesting. But this seems like a perfect place to prove that education is not real. We got paper classes? So then the one thing that sparked it off was the basketball coach got in an interview and said that I would never question African-American students taking African-American courses and learning their heritage. But that's where they hid all the treasure. Mm-hmm. That's where the smoking gun was. You're passing us along in these African-American studies courses, knowing that you're giving us free grades because no one's going to question whether or not black kids are going to learn about their own heritage.
That's crazy.
It's insane. So to blow the lid off of that was more so about trying to prove that we deserve an education if you're not going to give us compensation. But you know what? We're here to play basketball. One. So if there's no school of sports, if there's no like how you got med school, law school, why is there no school of sports? Well, we are here designated to do this for this. And you're making millions and billions of dollars off of us. You're not doing that on the law students and the business students and none of those. So we're at a detriment 100%. So now it was like, all right, I'll take the hit. Somebody has to do it. And I used to fight with my conscience all the time. Like, nah, man, you're going to lose everything. Bro, you're never going to be able to do this. They're going to blackball you. And I'm just like, the other side was like, hey, bro, somebody's got to do this. 10 years later, it all passed. $3 billion.
What was the breaking point?
Knowing that it would be the right thing, but more so knowing that I was the one fit to do it.
So you're solely responsible, or one of the members responsible for the NIL situation?
Definitely bringing light to it.
That's dope.
Definitely bringing light to the fact that we're not getting education and you taking all the money. And in my book, I wrote about performance and being paid for your performance in school. You calling us amateurs, but why can't we prepare to be thousandaires before we become millionaires? We're taking a deep dive, and you're doing 30 for 30 brokes, and you're saying we're losing all this money. We don't have no financial literacy. We have no programs. We have no structure. But who's going to set that up? Who's going to start the conversation? So the conversation started, but they took a left turn, allowing the agents to come in. They give us our name, image, likeness agreement, but not necessarily fully. So the kids can now control their destiny and they can make money off their names, but they still don't have a structure to control the money, where we know that we're going to be set up financially,
right,
regardless if we make it to the NBA or not. And I think that's what I was really fighting for, making sure everybody's set up.
So it's still some work to be done.
100%. A lot of work to be done, because now it's just money driven. There is no education behind it. We've lost the education.
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. So what was Ed O'Bannon and them, were they still involved 10 years later? Well, all the way to the bitter end?
I don't think so. Because when my sister got involved, they ended up losing the case. And the statute of limitation only allows some of us in. So I wasn't allowed to be in on the case because my statute of limitation had expired, but my sister was allowed in. So I think just the shaking of the cage allow everybody to know that, hey, we're paying attention. And not only that, Carolina got caught for 30 years of fucking cheating and they swept it under the rug. They spent $30 million in lawyer fees to cover it up, to not get any penalties. So when you do that, it sends a signal, the smoke signal, to all the other universities. Clean up your shit, get your programs ready, make sure the kids are not being passed along. You got to figure out how to get them in courses that they understand, where everything's legit now. So once they did that, you see that they took away the SATs. They started taking away standardized testing, where the kids can come in, whether they are smart or not, long as they can play ball. So now what you see is you don't see kids going to schools where there's Ivy League, understanding where you can go there and be smart. You're going to be more than this. You're going to schools where the coach is going to get you to the NBA.
Got it.
That's what's happening now. It ain't I'm smart or I want to be more. I want to be an engineer. None of that. Nah, you don't got the time for that. You're here for this.
Now, once you went pro, how early did the financial advisor get you?
That was my first check.
Your first check?
Yeah. Like right after training camp.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right after training camp. So imagine not being prepared, trusting a black woman coming in saying, oh, I'm going to take care of you. Let's do black wealth, family wealth, generational wealth. We're going to build an estate and all these things. And you looking at her, and she's like, let's do it. And then next thing you know, your first check come, your agent calls you and he says, yeah, she got us.
She got us?
What does that mean? She got me? She got me. So KG's looking for them donuts in the morning. I got to tell him I don't got donuts. And then I got to tell him I don't got no money.
She stole all the money?
First check was like $300,000.
How is that even possible? Did she have?
She had the power of attorney.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Mm-hmm. Signed it over.
See, that's one of the things for me. I don't ever let anybody count my money.
It's the first thing, you need a financial advisor. And the agent, they want to send you to the financial advisors.
Did you fire your agent afterwards?
No, because he didn't send me to her. Who
sent you to her?
It was, I was introduced through Richard Hamilton's cousin, who was a runner. He was trying to be an agent. He was trying to do all these things, but I had taken a liking to him, and he knew her from Miami. And it was just one of those things. She talked a great game.
She got other people too.
Oh yeah, she got Dennis Rodman. She got Ricky Williams, Travis Best. Yeah, she got a few people.
Damn, Travis Best too.
Yeah,
Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
nasty work.
Yeah. Well, how was it playing for Minnesota and being there with KG?
The KG part was great, man. Minnesota was an incredible city, bro. Like,
okay,
I love white women, so. Y'all want to get greedy? We're going to get greedy. I'm gonna be honest, man. I went to Carolina, man.
I love the snow, too.
Man, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. I'm telling you.
Man, that is hilarious.
I'm telling you, man, it's the best thing. Big booty white girls, man, sign me up. I'm in there. I'm in there like swimwear. So that was one thing, man. It was just amazing city. Day one, I was just always trying to establish myself in the city as somebody that wanted to be there. And then KG took me under his wing, and immediately we became friends, and I was a young fella. So being a rook and being that kid that was just looking up to one of my idols, it was breathtaking. You know, seeing his preparation, his tenacity, his approach,
intense.
Everything. And he's not as intense as people think, because it's a character we all play. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like that every day, like in the kitchen and bathroom. Nah, it's competitive.
Right.
I'm a competitor. When I come against somebody that's my opposition, he's dead meat. Dead meat. I'm taking your head off. But after, hey, Shotty, man, let's go get some food. Bring the Xbox. Let's get on the 2K.
Right.
That type. You know what I'm saying? Very down to earth dude. You know what I'm saying? So being in Minnesota there, my first 2 years was tough because I played with Dwayne Casey, who didn't play rookies. It was his first time coaching. He had no fucking idea what the fuck he was doing as far as head coaching, because he had been assistant coach in Seattle under McMillan. So he was just excited and just, didn't know. And I barely played a lot. But when I did start to play, we made a trade halfway through the season for Ricky Davis and Mark Blount and Marcus Banks for Wally Zerbiak. And I started to play and started to show that I could play. and I got more minutes, man, and it was beautiful because I felt good and confident, and I knew that I could turn the corner. But that next summer, I ended up having microfracture surgery, and it took me out. Mm-hmm. And so,
did you sue the surgeons for messing up the surgery?
I didn't, because I actually respected the team, and I felt like they picked up both of my player options after the surgery, so I knew I was going to be there 2 more years, and I just felt like I felt that they were going to do right by me. Right. I felt like that, and they did. They poked a hole in my knee for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
And I heard you mention you thought you were going to be out for maybe a couple months, and you were out for 9.
9 months. It was supposed to be a couple weeks. It was just a cleanup. I was supposed to be back for summer league.
That's crazy.
It was insane, bro. Heartbroken. Cried. Didn't think I was going to ever be the same. But ended up having a breakout year the next year.
Right. And I think that was your 3rd year, right?
3rd year, yep.
I think you were averaging, like 15
points? 15, yep.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
That had to feel good.
It felt great. I mean, I had a Nike contract at the time, so they were ready to give up on me. And I remember one of my mentors, Keith Veeney, he worked for Nike at the time. He helped me get the contract outside of Wes and Lynn Merritt. He's like, man, they want to come up off that contract, man, getting the signature shoe and all that. It seems like it's out of the window because you haven't produced up to the expectations. And so I remember going into that summer really working hard and really getting my focus in on proving them wrong and all that kind of stuff. But that second year was tough. It was like I came back and I wasn't the same. I think I averaged like 5 points or something. And going into that 3rd year, averaging 15 just let me know I could have averaged 20 if I'd have played the year before and never got hurt. I was able to use my 2nd year as a stepping stone from my 1st year, averaging 8 my 1st year. I would have then averaged 15 my 2nd year and then been on like a 20-point trajectory my 3rd year. But just being able to average 15 in 2008 during that time of the era or the type of players that was playing, bro, it felt incredible because I knew people knew I could play.
Right.
How was Minnesota when they traded Kevin Garnett?
It was different. We took a big turn when it comes down to trajectory and rebuilding.
That was the 3rd year that they traded him.
Yeah, and I had to see KG in that 2nd year pack it in. Like I never thought I would see him sit out and be a part of the tanking.
Oh.
It was tough to see. And then I wanted to go with
him. So
him.
they tanked on purpose?
Yeah, to get Randy Foye.
Okay.
So it was Brandon Roy or Randy Foye. So they ended up taking Randy and not Brandon.
Gotcha.
And they traded him for Al Jefferson and Gerald Green, Sebastian Telfair, Ryan Gomes, all those guys. And I wanted to go with him so bad. I was like, bro, you got to take me with you. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I got to go. But Minnesota felt like I was an asset. But at the time, I was still hurt, though. So they were still trying to do right by me based on what they had just did.
Right.
So I had to sit there with them, and it was just like a whole new young core of guys. And Al was the centerpiece of that because he was probably the best prospect, the most potential. Paid him $65 million. So everybody was like, Al's the only one got paid. Everybody else trying to figure out how we're going to get paid. So it was like everybody there for themselves.
How was it playing for Kevin McHale?
Kevin McHale was different, man. Old school. He's not an X and O's guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the smartest motherfucker in the room. You know what I'm saying? He's not the smartest motherfucker in the room. You know what I'm saying? But he's a good team motivator because he comes from championship pedigree. You know? He knows he knows what to do to win games, but he don't know like how to actually win the game through like drawing up plays, and he knows the structure of what players need to be thinking, the mentality, dominate your guy, play defense. He's good defensively too. but communicating with players, a lot of ex-players, former players don't like talking to players. They don't like dealing with players. They just feel like I would have punched your ass in the face if I was playing. I'd fuck you up. And it's like, bro, we're trying to run a play right now. Fuck are you talking about? Like, I didn't really clash with him until later because I was a team captain. Like once KG left, me and Al were team captains. So I took the role on representing the team as the union rep. Like I took the initiative. Like I said in college, I was a leader, and I always kept that. I always wanted to be in front and be the coach's guy. So it wasn't until that Kardashian shit happened until me and him fell off, and he just decided to not fuck with me no more. And he was the one that drafted me, so I always expected once he took the coaching role that me and him would be like, yes.
Yeah.
And it was like, no.
So how you meet Khloe Kardashian?
Out here, man, you meet these motherfuckers everywhere, man. You never know where you might meet a motherfucker, man. You go to the right place, man. You run into a motherfucker and get their number, and it's on. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it happens, man. You just run into them. And
how long did you date her?
Man, like 7 months, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the Kardashian curse real?
I don't know, man. I didn't get cursed. I got out. I got out. You got to ask Lamar that shit. He still having nightmares. Shit, him and Ray J. You see Ray J? Shit. Does it look like the curse real? Shit. You see Kanye? Them three? Yeah, ask them.
Yeah.
Ask them.
Okay.
Ask them. Ask Bruce, goddamn. Ask Bruce. Is it real, Bruce? What she do to you, nigga? We used to look up to you.
That shit is so funny. Okay, so what was transpiring that made you like, all right, enough is enough. I'm out of here.
Oh, just the spotlight, man. It's like,
okay.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, you gotta tell me this because me and my sisters have to answer to this and can't post this. And I think this was 2009, so this is Facebook's inception. So Facebook just came about. I remember I posted, I changed my relationship status to It's Complicated. This is what did it all.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Media Takeout posted that Rashad McCants put It's Complicated on his Facebook status. And she asked me about it and was like, why ain't you? I'm like, because it is, bitch. Like, it's complicated. You date me because you want me to help you do some shit. We have an agreement. This is not, I like you. I like your sister. It's complicated. I'm here for different reasons. So are you. So it's complicated. And I'm trying to convince other girls the same. Like, I'm talking to a couple girls and they like, are you dating? No, I'm not. We're not dating. We just visibly holding hands. We're not doing too much. We can still do what we do.
And 7 months later, you was like, enough is enough.
Oh, man, it got too much. I was like, you know what? I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I haven't seen her since.
Okay.
But that's like 15, 16 years now.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the same party.
I haven't even been in the same room. Seen her friends, though. They threw some drinks on me and shit.
No, they did.
Man.
They didn't they threw drinks on you?
Yeah, man. Real, like, loving basketball, loving hip-hop shit type shit. Like, ghetto shit. But, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It happens, man. Y'all here slanging wood. You gotta be prepared. We'll throw a drink at you.
Did you meet Lil Wayne through her?
Nah, Lil Wayne was my friend when I was shit. He was at my game, championship game. I met Wayne championship night. We won a championship.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So St. Louis, he was there in the crowd. Jay-Z was there. Jay-Z called me for the game for tickets before the game.
That's crazy.
It was insane. So the fact that Jay and Beyonce was at my game, courtside with Uncle Wes, and Wayne was sitting next to CP, because CP was my homeboy. He was one of my best friends at the time. So I remember CP hitting me after the game, like, bro, you're never gonna believe who was at the game. I'm like, yeah, Jay and them was at the game. He's like, no, Wayne was at the game. Like Lil Wayne, and like the whole summer before, we was all on the Carter One, like listening to it religiously. And Wayne was my favorite since Squad Up. Like he was my guy. So for him to say that, I was like, yo, you lying. He's like, bro, I got his number and everything, but I got to go back to NC, so I'm going to see you back at the crib. So we all partying after the game. Julius Peppers wanted to take us out, so we ended up going to this club. So we pull up to the club. Man, we walking through the front, and next thing you know, Wayne comes right in behind us, him and his homeboy Boo. And I turn around, I was like, yo, that's Wayne. The nigga did tell me he was here. And Wayne looks at me and he's like, he looks at Boo and he taps. He was like, there you go right there. There go your boy McCants. I'm like, so me and Boo start talking. It's like, yo, won't you come fuck with us at in the VIP? I'm like, what? Bet. So I'm not really fucking with none of my teammates like that. I don't got no best friend. So ain't nobody I'm like, yo, we about to go over here. So I just went. So I'm on stage. I'm in the VIP with Wayne in the mix. And he just like, yo, that shit was crazy. The game, how you feeling? All that shit. And I'm like, man, I'd be a real asshole not to bring my guys up so that they can meet Wayne too. So I'm like, yo, can I bring my teammates up here so they can meet? Yeah, bring everybody, bring them all.
Okay.
So brought all the guys up. They all met Wayne and shit. And then he's like, yo, I'm about to go to the strip club. You want to go?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. He's like, all right, bet, come on. We got the tour bus outside. And got on the tour bus, me, him, and his homeboy, Capo. Man, on the bus, listening to all his mixtapes, smoking crazy. Man, go to the strip club. We was out till like 5 in the morning.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane, man. Wayne, he was my friend. He came to my first game in Minnesota.
Okay.
Against Portland. He was courtside. Man, I went to a bunch of shows. Like, bro, he was like, our birthdays just like 3 days apart. He was a good friend for a long time, man.
That's what's up. Y'all still cool?
I ain't spoke to him in a while, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
If I don't, a lot of guys I fell out with because I ain't succeed. I had an expectation. When you don't succeed, you fall off. Motherfuckers don't want to fall with you. They don't want to pick you up. So you just got to watch motherfuckers from afar, and it's just one of those things that happens. And a lot of guys probably know, because once you have an expectation and you friends with certain guys and they friends with them, it's like, how you friends with him? He a lame. But he up. Okay, I do remember how it worked. When I was up, y'all was all cool with me.
Right.
Now I got to come back. So I'm slowly but surely moving back into the.
You in the mix.
Slowly but surely.
You in the mix now.
Slowly but surely. They know me when I come back now. I had to put some muscle on now. Now they got to see me coming.
Man, so how did you got to give us a good KG story, because he got plenty. He got plenty of stories. I love his stories too.
Give us a good KG story.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like him and Wally Zerbiak. I'll tell you the story how Wally Zerbiak got fucking traded. It was the craziest shit, right? So we had just lost a game. Ticket took the shot at the buzzer to win it, and he missed. And we're at home. And I'm hurt, so I'm not playing. No, matter of fact, I'm not hurt. This is rookie year. I'm actually playing, but I'm not playing. They're not playing me. So I get to watch all this shit. And I'm playing behind Wally and another guy. So Wally was the kind of guy that would run around stealing the ball from you. Like, he wanted the ball all the time. He's like Klay Thompson. Like, as soon as he caught it, he would shoot it. Like, he didn't give a fuck about passing it to nobody. So he wanted to take the last shot. He wanted Ticket to trust him that he could make some last shots. But Ticket was like, throw it into me. I got it. I'm the Ticket. So we lose the game, go in the locker room. And Wally's like sitting in his locker. He's just looking. Ticket come in, like, man, my bad, man. Fuck. Shit. damn, man, my bad, man. I fucked that up. And he's taking all the blame and shit. So coach come in. Say, come on, guys, it's okay. Dwayne Casey trying to be, enthusiastic. And then Rex Chapman comes in. He's just kind of sitting on the side. He's a consultant at the time. He's just sitting at the time. And then Dwayne Casey felt something in the ear. He's like, anything we need to get off our chest, guys, and feel like there's something going on. I think that Wally was trying to run and get the ball while KG was about to try to take the shot. Something was going on. It didn't work the way it was supposed to work. So Wally just, you know what, man? This is bullshit. Like, Kevin, why can't you just trust that you can trust your teammates, man? I can make shots too. And KG said, what? Motherfucker, man, he snapped. Like, when I say snap, motherfucker, pussy ass, bitch ass, what the fuck, get up. Like, everybody had to hold him back type shit. And we knew at that point, Wally was gone. Wally was gone. And they probably had riffs before. This is my rookie year. So the first thing I learned when I got there was I walked in the practice facility because I had a hamstring injury when I first got there. And they was doing some training stuff and I couldn't participate. So I'm like seeing Ticket for the first time in practice.
Right.
And he's cussing everybody out. Kevin McHale sitting on the side. Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Bring your ass out here. I'll bone your ass too. Bitch ass nigga. Ooh, he's talking crazy. I'm like, hey, Wally, is he like this all the time? He's like, yeah, this is nothing. This is Kevin. This shit, he's just warming up. I'm like, yo. So seeing him do that to Wally in real time in the locker room, like ready to whoop his ass, like, get this motherfucker out of here. I can play with this motherfucker. Ooh. Man, 2 days later, Wally was not there.
That's crazy. Because the year before, they made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
It was KG's MVP year.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of expectations
Hell yeah.
for that? Did you make the playoffs?
The rookie year?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. And it was expectations, but the difference was they didn't re-sign Sam Cassell or Latrell Sprewell.
That hurts.
That hurt him.
Yeah.
It hurt him. So he was stuck with Wally and Troy Hudson. So for him, he knew he was shorthanded to get back to where he wanted to go. And then they drafted me. So it wasn't like they got a high draft pick and we had already been penalized for the Joe Smith shit under the table with the money that they paid Joe Smith to try to, circumvent bringing him in as a pick, right? So they got penalized for that. So they ended up doing like second round picks. They couldn't get no big picks. So me and Indy Eby were the picks. So fortunate enough, I wasn't an expectation for him to replace Latrell Sprewell. Although I felt like I could play, not at that level, but I could play.
Right.
So losing Sam was huge for him because Sam was his friend. So seeing that he didn't get Latrell or Sam back, he was stuck with Wally, he was disappointed. He was disappointed. He felt like he worked too hard.
Right.
And you get traded to Sacramento. How did that feel?
Terrible. Sacramento was the worst team in the league at the time.
Damn.
Yeah. But that was a rift I was having with the team. I asked for a trade. Never asked for a trade, guys. Never asked for a fucking trade. Never asked for a trade. Ever.
Why'd you ask for a trade?
Because I didn't know no better. I had 16 DNPs straight because of the Chloe thing.
Wait a minute. So Kevin McHale didn't play you because you were dating Khloe Kardashian.
16 games in a row.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's teaching me a lesson. Because I brushed him off. Because he asked me about what I was doing while I was with her in Vegas and all this shit. And I brushed him off like, bro, whatever, man. All right.
And didn't play you.
All right. And then I was like I had the best agent in the game, Jeff Swartz, XL Sports. Hey, Jeff, what the fuck is going on? Why I'm not playing? He can't give me no answers. I'm like, bro, you got to get me out of here. This is contract year.
Right.
I'm looking for $65 million next year, bro. We trying to get some bread. Man, he couldn't make no move till the last hour of the deadline, bro.
Wow.
Sacramento was the only deal. I got traded for Calvin Booth. No, I got traded for Sheldon Williams and Bobby Brown.
Did they let you go at Sacramento? Did they let you?
No. Came off the bench and played like 18 minutes a game, averaged 10 points.
You know what's crazy? Nowadays, 10 to 13 points will get you a big-ass contract. It's huge now. It's huge now.
Christian Brown just got $125 million for 5 years.
You know what? We always have a running debate here, and I would love, because you're honest. You're completely honest, and that's what I love about all your you reviewing the game.
Yeah.
Go on, ask him.
Should the Lakers sign Austin Reeves?
We just talking about that yesterday. You got to think about what trajectory the Lakers are trying to go in, right? You sign Austin Reeves. The question is not do you sign him, it's how much do you sign him for?
Do you give him the max?
240, 250 million? Like, that's like saying he's Luka, right? I wouldn't pay him that much because the expectations of him performing to that level is not going to live. You're not going to live up to that. Not next to Luka. Especially if you bring another guy in that needs to perform too, that may be getting paid less, and then AR is not built like that. You got to have pedigree from a long-standing history of hooping where you know you're going to give us this because you've been built for this. Luka been doing this shit since he was 13. So he's built for this. Certain guys, you've been doing this. And being that Austin just developed into this type of player like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, giving him $250 million is a lot. It's not that he's not worth it. It's just that he's not worth it.
AD says he will let him walk away.
I could care less about him. I think if you got Luka and you got AR on the same team, you can't guard nobody in the NBA.
You can't.
It's a complete waste of time. The most athletic position in basketball, well, it used to be the 2 and the 3. Those are the most, and he plays the 2, and he can't guard a soul out there.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
In the last 5 years, you name me 2 backcourt mates that can actually play defense that led your team.
No, it's over. It's over.
So
I mean, if you even talk about New York, he can't guard nobody. The point guard, he can't guard nobody.
He tries.
He can't guard nobody.
So we're really talking semantics. Like, you don't need defenders as your high-power scorers.
But you can't have 2.
You can't have 2.
On the same team that start.
But you can make it to the finals, right? With Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah.
So if you could do it with Luka and Kyrie, you can do it with Luka and AR.
The only thing about Kyrie for me and Kyrie, when I watch AR play, he dribble a lot. That mess up basketball. When you dribble a lot to get around somebody, like I'm watching, you're supposed to be able to beat somebody in 1 or 2 moves. Period. End of discussion. And if you're not doing that and you're taking 5 dribbles to do it, it gets weird.
Yes.
It just really gets weird. Everybody's sitting around like, what is he doing?
It's taking too long, bro.
It's taking too long because you're too slow, and that's not really your thing.
Yeah.
And so it just get weird. Now, if you could beat somebody and go around them, then I get it. But he's not going to be able to do that.
Well, what's the difference? The difference is he don't need to get by you, 1, because I can get you to foul me. That's 2 points. All right? Let me get these 2 points. And if I get this 2 points 5, 6 times a game, I'm covering the stat sheet for my 10 points that I would lose trying to please you.
Right.
With I need to be able to get there in 2 dribbles and make it look a little bit better.
Right.
Take me a little bit more time. I want to push the hurry this shit up button. But for him, he feels like it's efficient and effective. And for us, we're like, come on, man. Like, this is a lot. You need to do all that, especially as hoopers. It's like we are definitely 2, 3 dribbles max. Like when 3 max.
When you play one-on-ones, you get 3 dribbles.
3.
That's
maybe.
it.
And that's
it.
That's amateur shit.
Right.
Amateur shit is 3 dribbles. For me, I like 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. 2 dribbles is a lot. That's too much for me. Like I know I can get to the cup in two. That's too much.
Right.
1 dribble is you got to be efficient. You got to be fucking masterful.
Right.
With 1 dribble. So to see that motherfuckers taking 10 dribbles, bro, as a defender, it's hard to guard that.
Exactly.
It's hard to guard that.
Exactly.
So if you guard an AR and he got 7 dribbles to get by you, it's like, come on, my nigga. Do I got some help over here?
Right,
Like, what are we doing?
Exactly.
And then it ends in the foul.
Right.
That's heartbreaking because you know for the ref, you're bailing him out. And he's looking for the bailout. The same with the SGA shit. Brunson, certain guys get bailed out. But when you got a bag, you don't need all that. And that's getting back to basketball. When we talk hoop, like you got to be a hooper. And if you're not a hooper, you're bailing people. You're getting bailed out, and that's the cover. You're being hidden. And AR and Luka do the same thing. He got a high volume of holding the fucking ball.
Oh, listen.
And doing it's like, come on, Luka, goddamn, get to the step back already.
Yeah, you know when he played for Dallas, I think they averaged his last year. I think they averaged 4 points in the fast break. 4 as a team. They were dead last in the NBA.
Wow.
Look it up.
Wow.
4 points fast break because he holds and walks the ball up. And nothing destroys basketball, anything in the world, than walking the ball down and pulling up for 35.
Facts.
It drives you crazy as a player. You be like, this nigga. You just be like, what are we
passes?
doing? Yeah.
Insane.
And you walk it up.
Insane.
It's crazy.
The worst thing you can do is be in the corner thinking you're about to run a play and motherfucker just jack that shit up. And that's why people don't understand how Steph Curry changed the game.
Yeah.
Not for the betterment of it, but for when you're a hooper and you know it's a bad shot, it better go the fuck in, bro.
It better.
It better. Every time. Bro, I better not see you shoot from 40 and it miss.
It drive you crazy. You be like, this nigga.
You not
Running
even
back.
Yeah, running back like, yo, then come down and do it again just because you feel like you
Crazy.
can? Like, timeout, we're in the huddle. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I'm not out here running track for you, bro. What do you think this is? And now it's a conflict, but the game has changed.
It has changed because, playing, a nigga take a couple of them shots, you just be like, at halftime, people threatening your life.
Facts.
They like, yeah, one more time. That's it. They be dead serious too.
Bro, and I'm talking like with guys who have roles, screen, come off screens, like I'm here to do this job.
Right.
And you're not allowing me to do my job, bro.
Right.
And it's selfish.
Yeah.
People don't look at it because if you win and you're doing it, it don't look like it looks to the hooper.
Right.
And I've always said it like, Steph can shoot from deep. That's great. But listen, man, you better make that shit, bro. You better make that shit, my nigga. Like,
it disrupts the team.
It
tremendously.
changes everything, especially if you missing it. That means they come down and they have a chance to score without us running the offense or executing anything. And that's when you talk about hoop, that's the worst thing you do is not execute.
Right.
Now, how you feel about the New York Knicks winning the championship?
I predicted it
Since
Damn.
when do you predict it?
7 months ago.
Damn, John Sally, he also predicted it. He was on our show. He predicted it a year ago.
Yeah.
We definitely laughed at him.
No, I had the Knicks. I had the Knicks the year before when they lost to the Pacers.
Yeah.
I had them.
Against the Halle band.
Yeah, I had them. Holly was going crazy. So for them not to win, and then I had to double back, right? Because the year before that, I picked the Boston Celtics. So the Celtics won. I picked them. I didn't want to double back with them because I'm like, that's cheating. So they ended up not winning that year. They lost to
The Knicks.
the Knicks. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pick the Celtics back to back. Let's just be cheating. I'm gonna pick the Knicks, and I like the Knicks during my pick with the Celtics. Halfway through, I was even telling one of the producers like, I'm almost feeling like I should jump ship with the Celtics and pick the Knicks because the Knicks playing well. I like the way they're playing. I stayed with the Celtics. Ended up picking the Knicks the next year. They came up short. So this year I doubled back, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna be the Knicks. But ironically and unfortunately, Josh Hart stuck his thumb up the boy's butt. And I said, I can't fuck with this shit. I can't do that. It's just against my moral code. It's my moral code.
Yeah, I didn't
I'm not fucking with the thumb or the nothing in the butt, bro. I don't give a fuck how many times y'all was roommates, what y'all did when y'all was in the room.
That's crazy.
I'm cool. So I kind of jumped ship publicly, but I was still supporting the Knicks. It was like I had a thing for like against Josh Hart. It was a Josh Hart personal thing. But it was like, y'all ain't do nothing to Josh Hart. Y'all let him do it.
Right.
Y'all let him do shit. Y'all ain't.
And to Brunson, out of all people.
Out of all people. I was like, I didn't like that. That's my little homie, man. Little homie just like, damn, you gonna do it here? Don't do that here. Come on. So I definitely predicted it. Called it on the couch. Said Spurs and Knicks finals.
Oh, you picked both?
Yeah. I got it. It's documented on video for sure.
Oh, okay. No, that's crazy. How do you feel about the way basketball has changed? Now it doesn't seem like there's a real point guard out there anymore. Also, that the power forward used to be 6'10". Used to be 6'10", 6'11", and now he's 6'8", and he shoots threes. How do you feel? Do you think that's the game is moving in the wrong direction? What's your thoughts on that?
There's never a wrong direction, bro. As long as we're moving. I think that the old heads got to just come to terms that the game of fundamental basketball, the essence and the design of it is not lost. It's just been replaced. And I think they've simplified the game because the teachers don't want to teach. And I think when you want to teach the game of basketball, it gets more complex. Because when I was playing, it was complex. There was playbook, strategy, schemes. You needed to know terminology. You needed to know how to turn down this pick, how to come off this type of screen this way, how to defend this screen this way, and this way. Like, shoot around was like an hour and a half because we wanted to go through all scenarios that Ray Allen may come off this pick war. How we're going to guard Dwayne Wade on the pick and roll when he's splitting it, how we're going to trap it if he's going around it. Like, what are we going to do with this? How are we guarding Shaq tonight? What are we doing? We're going to front it. We're going to double on the catch, all of these different things. And these young guys have the privilege of having the game be dumbed down, simplified to the point where practices are 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You're just shooting threes, run to the corner. You don't really see sets. You don't really see easy buckets. Everybody's just playing pickup ball. So if that's what you train for in the summer, it's like, well, why would we bring them in here in summertime and drill into them all of these sets and these plays? Because it slows down the game. So I think that Adam Silver came in and changed the game. I don't think it was a forced thing on the players from the coaches more than it was a forced thing from Adam Silver to come in and say, we need to speed the game up. We need more threes, more dunks, we need more highlights because we're going to expand the broadcasting deal. We're going to have more eyeballs. We don't want to bore people. So if we're only scoring 100 points a game or 98 points a game throughout the whole duration of a season, that's not good enough. Everybody's going to sleep, and the people don't understand the game the way we do. It's like they're just seeing guys do certain things. It's like, what's taking them so long?
Right.
So Kobe Bryant was one of the guys that made it fun for us to watch the basketball because of his skill set was so polished. He was so refined. He was so disciplined. It was beautiful. It was poetry in motion. It was art. And then all the other players surrounding him. You talk about LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady. All of these guys filled the voids of what we loved about the game. And they played defense. You know, It wasn't we're just scoring. It was like, we're competing. Like, yeah, you're good, but I'm good too. And so now it's kind of like a friend fraternity where everybody's like, I don't really want to play against you. Why don't you come play on my team? And, you know, I'll pass it to you, you go. And then and it's my turn. You like, bro, what are we doing? No one's running the offense. No one's doing anything. And then the coaches just let them do it.
So would the champions from the late 2000s beat the champions from like the last 5 years? was like the late 2000s, would you say is the best basketball out of NBA history? Like, what's the best basketball out of NBA history? What era?
The best basketball?
Like, when you put the teams together, the champions, what era do you think is like, okay, this is where talent and then strategy?
It's hard to fuck with the 3-peat Lakers. It's difficult. It's Shaq. Like, who the fuck is gonna guard Shaq from this era? Literally. Who the fuck is fucking with number 8 Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
22-year-old Kobe. Who's fucking with him? Who's fucking with 2003 Kobe? Who the fuck is fucking with 2004, 2005, 2006 Kobe? Tracy McGrady. 2003 Tracy McGrady. Like 2008 Paul Pierce. 2009 LeBron James. 2010 LeBron James. 2009, 2010 Kobe Bryant. Like, who's like, the game has changed to the point where you would have to say, oh, well, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Dame Lillard, but these guys don't have that. Allen Iverson? Tear you apart.
KG.
Even Dirk. Dirk was soft, but Dirk was polished.
Right.
Like, I'm soft, but you can't fuck with my shit still. I'm still cold. Steve Nash? Come on, man. And the guys were cold back then, bro. It's just not enough respect put on the pioneers' names, man.
Right.
I take this person over this person. It's like, bro, keep it to yourself.
That's how I feel. Like with Jokic, I'm like, he's like Dirk.
Yeah.
Like, there's not that big of a difference.
It's like Mark Gasol, bro. Paul Gasol, Mark Gasol put together. And then when you say that, you be like, and then I'm like, go back and watch them play.
Oh, no. I've been saying this day one. Yeah. I'm just surprised to hear him say this.
I feel about the Dirk thing. Dirk is so underrated.
No, you've been on.
But Dirk ain't grabbing 12 rebounds and giving you 10 assists. Like the Gasol brothers, Spain, they know how to play off the pinch post. They know how to get you up in the air. They got soft touch, left, right. They can do all of those small things. They just never was put in this position like Joker was, where you got an offense and it's going to be me and you. It was like Zach Randolph and Mark Gasol in Memphis. It wasn't like a him and Jamal Murray type thing. And so Paul Gasol was with Kobe Bryant.
Right.
So it's like you don't get that opportunity to be a Jokic back then. But Jokic is a great player. You know, it's just going against them guys back then, bro, he would have a hard time.
Absolutely. But also when he turns the corner, he's the tallest player. Period. There's nobody 6'10", 6'11" waiting on him inside that key. So it changed the whole game.
As far as power forward, you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. It's completely different now.
Another shot blocker.
Yeah. It's completely different.
Yeah.
He turns the corner.
Small. He
gets around. It's all everybody 6'8" and under.
Yeah, for sure. Small.
They can't do nothing with it. He too strong.
Facts.
So I personally don't think that he would do as well as he's doing now. I understand that as far as stats go, he's kicking ass.
For sure.
Yeah, but I mean, we always have a poll here, and they're like, who would you draft him over Kareem? And it's been people that actually said that would be the case. And I'm like, are you serious?
I mean, because you would have to just play him in this era. You can't move Joker to another era and say he's gonna have what he's having with this.
Right, exactly.
And that's what anybody playing in this era. Like, this era is catered to stats.
Right.
It's not catered to competitiveness, because if you're a competitor, I got 6 fouls, bro. I'm not letting you do all this shit.
Right.
And then if I'm a teammate, we can't give up assists. He throwing 10, 12 assists. How?
That's true. Yeah.
Like, nah. And I'm cussing y'all out at the timeout. But bro, what we doing? I'm holding mine. Y'all hold y'all's.
Right.
Get him off the glass. Who boxes out now?
Yeah.
Who boxes out? Why the fuck is Joker getting offensive? Why is Mitchell Robinson and Harkenstein averaging all these offensive rebounds? Nobody box out no more?
Nah, that's a great point. So now after the NBA, you decided to go overseas?
Yeah, I had to. Shit.
Did you love it? Puerto Rico, Brazil, China, Dominican Republic,
Rico,
Lebanon, Philippines.
There's nothing to love about a demotion, bro.
No, I heard that.
Nothing to love about you training your whole life to get to the NBA, and then they tell you you need to humble yourself and go overseas. There's nothing good about that. And the pay goes down. Your value goes down. The love goes down.
Were you still trying to fight your way back to the league?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. And that's always the goal, especially when they tell you need to go prove yourself that you belong here.
Mm-hmm.
After averaging 15 a game, it's like you got to go do this. And it's more bravado, bro. I've been a bravado man all my life. So it's like everybody wants to humble you and tell you you're not supposed to be wearing a crown and you're not supposed to be talking like you were a Hall of Famer and all this shit. But confidence hurts insecure people, man. And I love hurting insecure people. I love it. I love it, man. So my energy's always been the same way. So I went overseas. I tried to do my thing as much as possible. That it took the love out of the game. I didn't love the game no more because I was now feeling like I had to prove myself to people who didn't give a fuck.
Right.
And so when you feel that way, it's like you're just playing for money. So I started making the decision. I'm playing. It's pay for play.
Gotcha.
And if you ain't paying enough, I ain't playing enough.
Now I heard you talk about a story where I guess they set you up.
Mm-hmm.
What's that all about?
Venezuela.
Ooh.
Yeah. Near-death experience.
What happened?
Robbed, gunpoint. Local teammates got tired of us taking the shine. Set us up. Cab driver.
And so what, the cab driver drove you to an abandoned place or something?
We took a route we usually don't take.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and another import. We're going to get some hoes. I was going to get some hoes, man, and got excited and took our eye off the ball. Looked up, was like, yo, where the fuck is we at? This ain't the route we be going. Motherfuckers hopped out. All I'm thinking is, please don't just start shooting. Just I want a fighting chance.
Right.
I personally want to fight for my life. So don't just start shooting. So when they got closer and it was like, all right, they're not going to shoot. I was in the back seat, so they didn't really see me. So I'm thinking they not going to see me. I'm going to get away from this shit. So they going to get them up there and I'm going to be cool. Motherfucker, open that back seat. And I was just like, oh, he about to shoot. He about to shoot. Because it was like, oh, it's a motherfucker back here. I'm like, oh, fuck. And he searched me, took my iPad, because we in Venezuela, we don't got no bank account, so our cash is on us.
Okay.
Like we got to keep all our money with us. We ain't no bank accounts.
That's crazy.
They was looking for everything, jewelry and everything. So it was one of those things where got back to the hotel, trying to figure out what's going on. We was pissed, like, yo, what the fuck? And then the other team told us that the teammates set us up.
Did y'all ever find out which teammate it was?
Nah, we kind of had an idea because we already knew what kind of dudes that like didn't like us,
right?
Like felt like they was the men and they wanted the ball all the time, type shit. So it was clear. But I left the next day. I was out. I was out of there. It changed my life, man. It changed my life, man. I ended up having a daughter out of spite for that. You know, not knowing I was going to live again and not knowing.
Venezuelan daughter?
Nah. It's American. It was for my mom, though, to make sure my mom had, she wanted a grandchild. So I wanted to make sure my mom had something that she had access to and not one of these baby mamas like situations where she couldn't see because motherfucker don't.
Right.
I ain't fucking her no more and she mad. Like, I need this structure for this because I don't know what's going on. So the last 10 years changed my life completely.
That's dope. And then I guess you were the first player picked in the Big Three? Yes, I was. First player picked. How was it playing with Ice Cube and doing that whole Big Three thing?
2017, man, it was beautiful, man. Shout out to Steven Jackson, Roger Mason Jr., you know, was able to line me up in that situation. And ironically, you know, after the whole UNC thing, I didn't think nobody fuck with me, to be honest. I was like, ain't no way they gonna let me in on this shit. There's no way. No way. So I went to the tryouts, killed everybody. I was definitely the standout because I could still hoop. And I had given up on hoop at the time. I had just left Puerto Rico and Chihuahua, Mexico. Well, I had just left Mexico playing in Chihuahua. That's the actual place. And I had dislocated my ankle. And I was in the process of trying to write my book and get this animosity off my chest. Seen a post of Allen Iverson and Roger Mason, Steven Jackson, Kenyon Martin, all these guys doing Big Three with Ice Cube. So I reached out to Steve and was like, yo, bro, how I be a part of this? He's like, yo, reach out to Raj, man. He set it all up. Reached out to Raj, got to the thing. They picked me. Kenyon and Al Harrington picked me number 1.
And then how was your season that season?
So we was undefeated. We didn't lose. Led the team in scoring.
Okay.
Won the championship. Hit the game winner, and was MVP of the championship game.
Okay.
Yeah. So got an MVP, an undefeated season, and I was the number 1 pick. It's the first time anybody ever swept the whole shit like that.
Oh no, that's dope. And did you play another season after that?
I did play season 2. I tore my meniscus and was playing injured the whole season. So it wasn't a season where we was gonna repeat anything. I actually didn't go into the season like wanting to have that energy of repeating because I felt like we're starting a league where if we were to be this dominant, it wouldn't be fair for the fans in the league. So it was like there's a new batch of players coming in. Let's let everybody enjoy the entertainment of it. I was focused on entertaining. So I was wearing the masks in there and being more of a fanfare type of thing. Since we just won, I was wearing the crown. I introduced the crown. And that was my energy. It was just all entertainment. And we didn't win that year. It was a tough year, but I think it was successful for the league for sure.
Right. And how was your interaction with Ice Cube?
Cube was cool, man. He was always there, present, always trying to figure out how to make the league better. We thought it was going to be a players' league, though. We thought it was for the players. Where we'd be able to promote and advertise and bring in advertisers and make money in the live concept of what he had going on. And there's a lot of things that didn't go the way it was supposed to, which is why a lot of the players dropped off. That is not really talked about. But he gave us the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And I wish a lot of us could have interacted with him more business-wise, being involved in certain things. But I felt like it was more of a TV show for him.
Right.
It wasn't even a league. It's like a TV show. We getting paid per game. It's like it was like on some SAG after, some union shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of his TV shows that he brought to CBS type shit.
And what do you think of the league now?
I think now they watered it down. They watered it down to appease, I guess, just the audience, just to keep it going as far as having players play in a 3-on-3 concept, because that had never been done. Right. I think that was the genius part for him, was this is a 3-on-3 league that nobody's ever seen before, and we're going to do it with NBA players. And he started bringing international guys in, and the street ball guys in, and the YouTube guys in. That kind of diluted it because Josh Childress got an opportunity to get called up to play in the league while we were doing it the first year. Joe Johnson got the opportunity to get called up in the third year to try to get back in the league and play some more. It's like guys were getting opportunities based on playing in the Big Three.
Right.
So to dilute it and let all these other guys come in that not really the same caliber, and then not the pay. It's like we came in getting paid a certain amount of money. It was like, it's cool because we starting. Right. But where the bread at, though? Right. That y'all getting that we not getting, And I think at this point now, they figured out a way to, I think they just went public, or they're trying to go public.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we were grandfathered in, though. I think the first 2-year players that were grandfathered into the IPOs, if they had a opportunity to sell off, that we'd be grandfathered in. But I think, shout out to Ice Cube for doing everything.
Right. What I really liked about the league, first of all, it was everybody that had retired. It gave them a few extra years of playing. And then I think at the time, Clyde Drexler was he was like the general manager, or he kind of
like the commissioner.
The commissioner. He played like David Stern's kind of role. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all that part.
Yeah, that was dope. And then even all the coaches, the Hall of Fame coaches.
Right, yeah.
Gary Payton, Dr. J, Gervin, Rick Barry, all those. It was dope, man. It was a great concept, man. Like I said, it kind of died off because the value and the favor of the actual legends of the game, they didn't take that as serious as they should have, as far as making sure that we keep that intact. Like whoever the coaches is, legendary, Hall of Fame, whatever it is, making sure that they got players that they respect, that they want, and that they're a part of it, and that we all get along within the ecosystem of knowing this is business.
Right.
Let's do good business. Let's go out here and compete and play basketball. But you got to understand, we're all older. So it's like there was injuries. There was like guys just, smoking and being lazy. And it's a lot of dynamics you're dealing with players. But if we all take it serious, this league is going to blow up. So I think it worked a little on both sides. I think both sides needed to come together and sit down at the table and talk about what needed to be done. And I think they did that at some point. It was just not with everybody. So the guys that they did do it with had agreements that some of us had no idea about. So it was like, y'all agreed to what? We don't know nothing about that.
Right.
So y'all got paid up front? Well, that's crazy. So you don't even got to show up. Some niggas didn't even play.
Right.
It was still getting paid. So it was different.
And now, what's his name? That's the star of the league now for the Big Three.
Huh? Michael Beasley?
Yeah. Do you really, it seemed like he didn't get a fair shake in the NBA. Or did he? I don't know. That's what he kind of conveys a little bit. I didn't know what was your point of view on that one.
That Michael Beasley get a fair shake in the NBA. You know how many people didn't get a fair shake in the NBA? Michael Beasley had a lot of opportunities to take advantage of. I think that, listening to him tell his story is moving, breathtaking, and all of those things. But guess how many people don't get to tell their story?
Right.
How many stories we don't hear? Like, Mike had privilege. Mike had opportunity. Mike played for Pat Riley. Pat Riley believed in Mike. So it's like, yeah, Mike, I hear you. I slept in the cars too, bro. Slept on air mattresses. I went broke, bro. I lost everything. I got stole from too. And I know a lot of other players did too, bro. But we don't, we get special treatment for that.
Right.
Got to keep going. A lot of people don't go through no adversity at all. A lot of these guys never lost anything. They're still kids. Big-ass, grown-ass kids. Never lost anything. Sitting on their millions. Don't know what it feels like to lose shit.
Right.
So to see it, it's just like, tell your story, bro, but ain't no pity parties, bro. Ain't no pity parties. Hey, everybody go through some shit. Everybody can say it's mental health, but it's just be a man, bro. Man up, take accountability. And that's not to him. That's to everybody that's went through some shit.
Right.
And there's too many of us. It's I'm one of 5,000. Like 475 Hall of Famers or something like that. Like, those are the privileged. Like, they feel like we can't even talk about them. We had to put them up here. Like, nah, nigga, you one of 5,000. We all the same.
Right.
Y'all say, oh, you're a role player. You don't deserve it. I'm grown. But man, I don't treat none of them dudes different. That's why none of them like me. You a man, bro. You don't get no favor because you did some shit in the basketball league. Like, that's cool. I live in the real world, though. It's tough out here.
Yeah. But it seemed like you finding your way.
Trying to, man, It's tough. It's tough trying to find your way, even navigating through this whole podcast shit.
That's why I was going to ask you
It's roadblocks in this shit, too.
Man, so how is that going with the so now how did you even become a part of the Gilbert Arenas podcast?
So one thing is, it's like we're a live sports show. So that's the misconception that people think it's a podcast, right? And it's not. We have a full production.
Okay.
Sponsored by Underdog. And it was never to be seen as a podcast. But that's what they call it because we sit in the basement.
Right.
But we set the basement up as a production studio. So it became a lot. And we're the only show shooting live for the last 4 years. So you don't see live podcasts.
Got you.
Right? So we can't be considered a podcast. It's a live show. So the fact that we're a live show, I met Gil at the 24-Hour Fitness in fucking Topanga, Woodland Hills, and asked me if I was on, why I ain't never thought about doing it. And I'm like, man, I ain't you. I ain't JJ. I ain't none of these. Nobody listening to me talking about, I got no credibility out here. Nobody want to hear me talk. He's like, shit, man, come on, man. Come on my podcast. We'll test it out. I got some shit. I got an idea for this type of style of first take. Everybody sit on the couch, come as you are, and just talk hoop.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, that's dope. Let's do it. So I ended up meeting Tim Livingston, who was the producer, came up with the concept, and basically was like, look, Shad, you controversial. You are one of the guys we need to make this thing. We don't want you to change nothing. Be straightforward. Be the villain.
Right.
And I'm like, this is what I do best. So after the first episode, I knew it was going to go to the moon immediately. Because I know what I bring to the table.
So you did the very first episode?
Oh, I was there from the beginning.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Me, Brandon, Gil, and Josiah.
Okay, so Kenyon wasn't even there yet.
Kenyon or Knick, nah.
Okay. Day one. Was Underdog always a part of it day one?
Day one.
Oh, day one they were a part of it. Okay, I didn't know that either.
They paid for all the equipment and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's going on with the show now? It seems like there's something going on. I mean, whatever you can share, you can share. Whatever you can't share, don't share.
Business. Fatigue. You know, everybody, you know, at some point you got to figure it out. All right. Gil is Michael Jackson. And we are the Jacksons. Michael's like, look, man, y'all cool, but I'm Mike. I can do this shit on my own, my nigga. I don't really need y'all. Okay. So it's kind of like if Joe Jackson is Underdog, like, listen, Joe, I'm gonna go do my own thing now. This is the last tour that I'm gonna be performing with you guys. Hope you have a good time. So, you know, you gotta let Mike do Mike, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know what's gonna happen, but you just know that it's been a hell of a fucking time doing what we do. We're gonna continue to do what we do. Regardless, I think this space just needs what we've brought to the table. I think we've become trendsetters with conversation,
honesty,
sound bites, the analytical prowess that we bring to the table. And I think just me being a contrarian and a villain and being able to bring in entertainment value, props, and all the different things, man, confidence and being the least accomplished on the couch, being able to talk my shit like I'm a fucking Hall of Famer is one of the things I lean into. But the one thing I want to address is that, man, it's a character. Like, people think that this is who I am, and it's not.
I can see it now.
And when people get it, they get it fucked up when they see me and they feel like, oh, woo, woo, woo. And a lot of people take shots and think just because I'm saying what I'm saying on the show, that is, or how I feel, da, 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 da. And it's like, bro, I'm the only one on the show playing a character because I'm an actor. And I feel like a character was needed for me because I've been through too much on this other side for you to even know what's going on. I got to come in fresh with a whole new persona and the whole personality that don't clash with the things you read on Google, the things you think you know about what I got going on. So I think that was a fresh perspective for me to come in with a character and play the contrarian, push back against takes, do some hot shit, say some crazy shit, have everybody up in arms saying, man, what the fuck you talking about? Man, this motherfucker be hating, man. I think that was important for entertainment. Right. And I leaned in on it, and it worked for us for a long time. So I think at this point, it's like what the pivot is, to keep the entertainment going and not beat the drum dry and try to keep the audience engaged from a sports perspective. I think that's where I'm moving more of analyzing the sports more than just being the let's yell and scream and talk crazy and let's talk hoop.
Right.
So the Kobe 81, that's you truly believe that, or that's you playing a character?
Did you just watch the clip or did you watch the episode?
I watched the whole thing.
Okay, so what did you get from it?
You actually believe it?
Okay, so why would you think that I believe that? Because it's not what I said.
You said from I watched it that if you approach the game scoring, okay, you scored 2 points here, 2
So
points
did I
there.
say if I approach the game or if you approach the game?
Well, you didn't say. I guess you didn't say you.
Okay, so if I'm explaining it from a basketball purist standpoint, I'm telling you that a guy can mathematically score 81 points as it was told to me by the guy that did it. This is how you score this amount of points per game, just to get per game. 3 buckets a quarter, 6 points a quarter gets you this amount of points per game.
Is this the conversation that you actually had with Kobe?
When we talk basketball, there's no reason at all to leave out any of the truth when it comes to scoring the basketball. So Carmelo Anthony came out and had a similar take that he had conversations with his mentors. So when you have the conversation, it's like, yo, what was you thinking? Well, it ain't about thinking. It's about knowing that 20, 20, 20, and 20, I can get 80 if I score 20 points each quarter.
Right.
Bam Adebayo had 30 points in the first quarter. That was easy. He had 13 in the second.
Okay.
Is he going?
He got 43 right now.
That's 43.
Right.
Who's thinking that he's going to get another 40 in the second?
Yeah.
But it's possible, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, everybody's laughing at me, right? As I'm explaining, I got 15 doing nothing. Layup here, free throw here, 3-pointer here. A couple more free throws. I'm hot, though. I haven't missed. I'm feeling it. So it's like, I didn't expect anybody to understand it except for the people that I was talking to, because I'm talking to 2 basketball players that understand the game. But they was high. So if you high and I'm trying to explain some shit, you just like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, man? Then he say, what 81 you talking about? Kobe's 81. If I get 15 in the first, that was easy. I ain't even do nothing. I ain't even shot a 3 yet.
Right.
So what happens when I start doing shit that can accumulate to the easy shit? I can get a lot of points. And no one knows that Kobe could have scored 125 points that game. They're not calculating the easy thing that he could have done if he really put his foot to the gas.
Right. How many free throws he have in that game?
Not as many as Bam, I can tell you that.
25, maybe?
25? Okay.
Maybe 21? I'm not sure.
Well, Bam shot like 40, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. 40's crazy.
40 is insane.
Yeah, 40's crazy.
Couldn't have been 40. Had to be like 30-something.
Let's see. No, I think he shot a lot.
18 out of 20.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Then what Bam do?
Kobe missed 2 free throws, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Bam. He shot 43 free throws, made 36.
36? 36 points off free throws, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. 36
So I have
a lot.
So I have 43 points in the first half, and I had 36 points off free throws. Why is everybody? Why would, like? Okay, I went viral off of that statement, but it's like, yo, it's insane because it's like I play basketball. Like I play basketball,
Right.
and I'm pretty good at basketball. And I learned this formula, like 3 buckets a quarter gives me 24 points. That's just 3 2-pointers.
Right.
It's not 4 2-pointers. You know how easy I can get an offensive rebound putback 3 times in the first 6 minutes of the game. Not even running. I have my own plays.
Right.
We ain't ran none of my plays yet. But I got 6 points already.
No, I get it.
So it's like, I mean, I don't expect people who...
I understood it when I saw the whole thing.
There's a certain intelligence level, man, and I don't have an expectation for people when it comes to when I talk. So it's like people can run with it and be like, "Yo, this motherfucker said he can score 81, bro. What the fuck? This nigga is tripping, bro." And then it's like, did I say that, or was I showing you motherfuckers how you can score 81?
Right.
You were showing how to score 81.
So the people that I was talking to wasn't trying to hear that shit. But it made him famous.
What was the most points you scored? 60?
Nah,
50?
hell nah. In the NBA?
No.
Period?
Oh, yeah. In a game.
I had 48.
48?
Yeah.
In the NBA, it's 34 against
34.
Denver.
Yeah.
34.
Off the bench.
Oh, that's nice.
That was Melo, AI, and Kenyon Martin all got 34.
Oh, okay.
You cool with the out the mud, though?
Am I cool with him?
Yeah, after that, or that viral clip bothers you?
It did bother me because I didn't expect it to be a clip. Right? I didn't expect it to be like, I didn't expect him to even do that, like stop it short, because I feel like I was going into explaining it. And then when he did, I was like, okay. All right. And then he doubled down and did another like little clip saying, "Man, I couldn't let Rashad McCants say that he scored 81, man. He's disrespecting Bean, man. Yeah, nah, I can't do that, okay. Man." I'm like, okay. Bro, you hit me up. I brought you on the show.
Right.
Bro, like, what the fuck?
What we doing?
This weird. And I just seen some shit today. Or somebody sent me some shit saying that they on all the smoke and everybody get a little kickle, chuckle out of it. Like, oh, yeah, he said he was going to be 81. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, and I'm like, damn, bro. I thought it was something I was doing that was actually, like, revealing, like, how real hoopers can hoop and score a large amount of points. Shit, Luka had 70, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, they all got close.
Lillard.
Damian, a lot of guys got close. So it's like, man, for motherfuckers even, like, say certain things and feel a certain type of way about it, it's funny. Right. But it's cool. I mean, I'm on this side.
What do you think LeBron's future with the Lakers is?
I think he moves on.
Oh, you think so? He's not going. You don't think he's going to sign?
It would be tough, man.
He was easily there. I mean, Luka being hurt, he was the number one option. Period. End of discussion. And he seemed like he's the most durable player on the team when it comes down to it, because a lot of them just were getting hurt throughout the year.
It just doesn't look the same, right? I don't think it looked good the whole year with LeBron being a lead or even the second option. It's like, I know he can play at a high level.
Right.
Like, I know he can still be LeBron.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be that. I think he wants to play with the lever and say that, you know, I can show up a game and windmill and catch one, throw it backwards, and shoot a couple threes if I want to.
Right.
I can average 25 if I want to.
Right.
But I like golf. I'm chilling. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm 42. I've been doing this. It's like, but what's the reason to continue doing this if we're not winning?
Right.
That's my thing. So I don't feel like the championship urge is there.
Gotcha.
I think he's just chasing stats.
Maybe. And then do you feel like once he leaves, do you think they're going to give Bronny a fair shake, or do you think they're going to let him go?
A fair shake? What's a fair shake?
I mean, a fair shake in the sense that, well, everybody's under the impression the only reason why he's on the team is LeBron's on the team.
Was that a fair shake?
That wasn't fair.
So, okay, so if it wasn't fair, then where does he belong?
No, that's a great question.
I'm asking.
Oh, Oh, trust me.
If it's not a fair shake, if him being there is not fair, would he be there?
Let me ask you an even better question. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Was Bronny deserving of being a McDonald's All-American since you were one? And you already know how many points he averaged. He averaged 14 points.
I can't say deserving or not because there has been guys that made the McDonald's All-American team based on
average 14?
Probably something like that, but more so not the 14 than the coach was coaching, where we're playing. Like New York, like there was a guy in New York. He was on the team because we were in New York, and that's what we were playing the game. So it can be where you're from. It can be the city guy. It can be a lot of different things. I'm not gonna say he's deserving or not. I could say that he was on there, and if you're gonna show us what you got to show us what you got. And I think he's got enough talent to prove that he's deserving to play anywhere. I think that I always wanted him to play college longer.
Yeah.
Just to dominate. Like, go show that you're good, bro. You don't need to be pushed along this path just because of privilege. You can go have your own legacy, bro. Like, you don't need to just follow. You good enough to create your lane.
I think he's definitely an NBA athlete. Now, whether or not he has the skills, I think that's yet to be proven, but he's playing better.
It was proven in the G League. He averaged 20 plus in the G League. He can play, but I think he's comfortable playing against his peers. If you're comfortable playing in the G League, averaging 20, and every time you go down there, you kill, and you come up here with this, and you don't because playing time or nervousness, whatever it is, you clearly are comfortable playing here. But what talent level is this? This is college level talent.
Right.
That you're playing against people that you would be playing against in college. This is where you would be averaging 24, 25 in college. College Player of the Year candidate. Now we're looking at Bronny way different. You're not playing in the Lakers. Now you get to play in Washington and actually get some run and actually have the plays be run for you and playing 25, 26 minutes a game. Now we looking like, okay, Bronny got some game, man. He got confidence.
Right.
And he's playing against guys every night. Now he's scoring against Shea. Now he's got confidence against Steph.
Yeah.
And it's different. Opposed to motherfuckers attacking him because he ain't supposed to be on the floor.
Yeah. That's definitely what's going on.
Definitely what's going on.
Definitely. It's some bitterness out there.
And it's an insult.
Yeah.
It's like, who Bronny on me?
Right.
Give me that. But if it's confidence and he's shown that he deserved to be there, it ain't going to be that quick of, it's like, no, I got young fella on me. And he's like, nah, you got me on you. I got him, coach, don't even worry.
Right.
I wanted that for him, but I'm not his father. I can't.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I wanted that for him too. I wanted him to fight a little bit more for it. That's all.
Yep.
Because it's an honor to be there. It's an honor to be there. And people that's there earned it.
Facts.
Yeah, so.
And you stepped in front of some guys that, like Quincy Oliveira, certain guys that can play that did the time. When you do the time, shit, Dalton Connect, he did 4 years in Tennessee.
Right.
Did he get a fair shake? Man, motherfuckers say, yeah, man, he did. I was like, man, I'm battling with Bronny.
Right. And how do you feel about the younger one? Do you think he's going to get a shot at the league?
I haven't followed him enough to even know, but I know he's at Arizona. And he did a redshirt year. Right. So I think that what I've been told is that he was better than Bronny, and that if developed properly, he can be, a surprise. But I don't know that for sure. I will hope. I wish him the best, man. I definitely don't want to wish nothing ill on none of them. Right. But if he can play, he can play. And if you can't, you can't, bro. Go do something else. Game, golf, bro, cook, do something. But don't pigeonhole yourself to somebody else's legacy just because you feel like you got to.
Right. And what's next for you?
Mental health, man. I'm starting mental health platforms, man, and telling the stories. So I definitely want to help guys understand that, especially hoopers that hoop, the 5,000. Started something called the White Coat Hall of Fame. And that's a tribute to all the guys who played in the league and telling their stories and making sure they're appreciated and honored, because it's very, very, very difficult to make it to the NBA. And seeing the percentages and knowing that it's not something to be overlooked, I think that it's important to give back and pay homage to those who are not here anymore, those who are still here, who still feel like they're invisible. I feel like all of that shit is important. And, you know, the main audience, the national media and all those things, you like to give credit to all the guys who are in the front, but there are guys who helped them get there. The practices, downtime, pushing you, and
right.
All those things happen, bro. So I think you ain't got to give them orange coats. You give them a white coat. It's just another little level of appreciation I like to give out. So I'm working on some stuff like that.
No, that sounds dope. Shoot, man. Thank you for visiting the podcast, man. We appreciate you.
No doubt, man. And this is one of the best podcasts I've been on, man. I love your content, all the shit y'all do, man. This shit is dope. And more people should definitely be tuning in, definitely should be telling their stories. And DHERBS, man. Better. If you ain't taking DHERBS, bro, you tripping. This shit really work. I've been doing this since 2014, for sure.
Nah, that's crazy. Man, we appreciate you, man.
I'm down 162 pounds in 6 months, and it feels great. Looking at myself in the mirror is a trip. I marvel at myself now because I'm like, man, I've done this in 6 months. 6 months is not that long ago.
I started this program back on July 1st at 288.5 pounds. Today I weighed in at 184. When I first got here, I was sad and depressed and stressed out. Over time, I regained my self-esteem, my willpower, my determination, and those things have helped me to grow and become happier with myself and in life.
Use code TFU10 for a discount on the full body cleanse.